Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really captivating little micro-story. It's called The Bosphorus Bridge of Time. And wow, in just a few short paragraphs, it perfectly captures a young traveler's experience in Istanbul, Turkey. And honestly, it just totally nails the transformative power of travel.
Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever visited a place that just fundamentally changed how you see the world? You know, a spot where the sheer weight of its history, mixed with the vibrant pulse of everyday life, literally sweeps you off your feet? That's the exact mystery and romance we're unpacking today. It's the perfect lens for exploring our young traveler's journey.
Section 1. The Magic of Istanbul.
Right off the bat, our story drops us in with a young traveler who is just so driven to explore the city's rich history and culture. He isn't just some passive tourist, right? He's actively seeking the very soul of the city. And the author wastes absolutely no time painting this vivid sensory picture. We're talking colorful streets, grand mosques, super busy markets, and of course, the sparkling waters of the Bosphorus. By using these highly descriptive words, the author builds this incredibly immersive atmosphere. I mean, you can practically hear the market crowds and see the sunlight bouncing right off the water.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because this story isn't just a random collection of sightseeing stops. The author actually structures the narrative super carefully across three distinct phases. You've got the daylight arrival and exploration, then this dusky, intimate evening encounter, and finally, the return home in the future. So we're not just tracking a physical itinerary here, it's a real emotional and psychological progression for the traveler.
Section 2. Bridging Two Worlds.
So, as the bright, loud day fades into dusk, the story shifts gears. It gets much quieter, much more intimate. And this evening period? This is the true catalyst of the story. It's when our traveler meets an old local man. Now, in the context of our source text, this guy is way more than just a passing character. He's a vital narrative device. The author uses him directly to share stories of Istanbul's rich past. Through these stories, this old man literally becomes the bridge introducing the traveler and, well, us as readers, to the city's profound dualities.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the old man explains Istanbul's totally unique identity. I mean, it's this incredible physical and cultural blend of two massive continents. You've got Europe on one side and Asia on the other. The text highlights how these two entirely distinct worlds meet, mingle, and just create this one-of-a-kind culture in this exact geographical spot.
Listening to all this, the traveler has this sudden light bulb realization. He sees that Istanbul is so much more than just a dot on a map. It's a place where deep history and fast-paced modern life live right alongside each other. It's like these two completely opposite concepts, the ancient storied past and the vibrant, bustling present, are just beautifully intertwined in the everyday fabric of the city.
Section 3. The Meaning of the Journey.
All right, so the story leaps forward now to when the traveler physically goes back home. But as the text shows us, the person returning, not exactly the same person who left. He brings back these two massive psychological souvenirs, unforgettable memories, and a much greater appreciation for different cultures. So he didn't just, buy a cheap postcard or snap a few photos. His physical journey across the globe actually triggered a deep, lasting internal change. His entire worldview completely expanded just from his time in Istanbul.
So this brings us to the crucial point. What does this journey actually teach us? We've traced his whole path, right? From that awestruck arrival to the intimate connection with a local, and finally to that major internal growth back home. But the author doesn't just leave it there as some nice little anecdote about a guy's vacation.
And this brilliantly illustrates the explicit moral of the story, which the author states so clearly. Every journey teaches us something valuable and opens our hearts to the beauty of the world. It's such a powerful, inspiring sentiment, isn't it? The story uses Istanbul as the ultimate vehicle to prove that when we step outside our own borders and really engage with the unfamiliar, we aren't just learning facts about a new place on a map, we're actively learning to open our hearts.
Which leaves us with a pretty personal question for you to ponder. How have your own journeys changed your perspective? I mean, whether it was some massive trip to a city straddling two continents or literally just stepping into a neighboring town with an open mind, every single new experience has the potential to completely reshape how we see the world and how we see each other. Thanks so much for tuning into this explainer, guys. I really hope it inspires you to find that kind of beauty and connection on your very next journey.